Hello everyone, welcome back. Alright, I did all the things that I need to do. Anyways, now I'm going to now adjust these brakes right here, and so let me finish doing that here, and then I'll get to testing it out and riding it, all that other fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed these videos here with the, yes, I'm on my gimbal. I got my chest rig set up so I can kind of be a little bit more freer and move around a little bit more. So hopefully you're all enjoying it. So here we go. I'm gonna loosen it to the point where I can see this moving. I don't know if you can see that. Got to get in here a little bit closer, but you should be able to see that moving. So that's what I'm doing. This is still tight. I'm going to loosen this. So I want to get it to the point where I can see it kind of, if you can see that. I can see this kind of move. See that? There's some wiggle room right there. That's what I want. And so I'm gonna take the front part's easy because the front part, oh, sorry about that. Apparently I gotta forgot to tighten the gimbal. There we go. So this top part right here, it's kind of easy. I just have to grab the brakes here and then simply adjust tighten the brakes. So I've already adjusted them. I've actually adjusted, if you see this part right here, this is how you adjust the tightness on the brakes on the bar handle here, on the levers. So I've already kind of done that. I've got it to the point where I'm happy with what I got, and so so now all I have to do is just again tighten the brakes. I'm gonna tighten the brakes here, and then as I tighten it, but before I do that, another thing I do is I go around the wheel, and I tighten the brakes and kind of squeeze on them, make sure they're level. I squeeze on them, but I don't, I don't squeeze on it enough to the point where I can't move it. But I squeeze on it to make sure that it's going to be flush with the brake. Okay, so after I do that, and I'm pretty satisfied with it, I'm tightening. I still got the I still have the I'm still holding down the brakes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten it, and I'm going to tighten the, oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Don't tighten one as one goes in. Tighten the bottom one as well so they're torqued evenly. This one's feeling tighter already. So let me even that up a little bit on the torque. Okay, now this one's tight. This one's already tight. Okay, let me torque the bottom on this one. So I'm torquing on the bottom on this, and I'm gonna torque on this a little bit. Okay, this needs to be torqued. Still got my brake holding onto the brakes. This is torqued. Just keep doing it until I'm satisfied with the torquing. Oh, this top one's really torqued. Okay, let's do the bottom one again. And be careful not to strip the heads on these. Don't want to do that. Okay, I'm satisfied. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna test it out again real quick. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the brake. Okay, so the brake looks like, okay, so one side of the pad is making contact. The right side of the pad is making contact with the disc brakes. The left side is the one that's pushing in, because I'm looking at where the brake pad, the caliper is. So let's hear if it makes any strange squeaking noise. So I'm going to apply the brakes a little bit. Okay, excellent. So that looks good. Now the second part is going to be a little hard because I've got to squeeze the brakes while I'm doing it. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to get the ties, zip ties, clamp the brake here while I work on the back brake. So this one's really squeaking quite a bit. So let's work on this here. Okay, let's loosen this. Loosen it. Let's loosen them up at the same time. And if you want to, I guess you can use the tools that was provided from RAD power bikes, but I'm going to use a wrench sockets, Allen sockets, to give me the right torque. This 3/4 extension bar adapter, and then I'm not sure what this is. This is a number 5. Okay, number 5. So just loosen these evenly. Be careful not to strip the heads. So I want to, there we go, see that? It's moving. So I want to do the same thing. You can actually even see the calipers, the disc brake move as well when I do this. So that's on. Let me loosen this a little bit more. So the whole point is that it moves. Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to do the same thing, in which I grab this and I go back, forth. So you could hear the brakes squeaking. Let me loosen them up a little bit more so it could relieve some of that tension. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just do the same thing. Just grab. I should do it the other way so you guys can see it a little bit better. So you can see the back part of it as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm not gonna grab it too much. I'm just gonna put some tension on the brake pads and just roll it, just to make sure that Okay, then eventually I'm just going to pick a spot to pull this. Okay, and then I'm going to pull out a zip tie, and I have to pull out one of the bigger ones. I think it's this one. Yeah, I have to pull out one of these and put it on here. I'm doing this all with the gimbal while wearing a gimbal, everybody. Go figure that out. Okay. Alright, so let's just go around here real quick. Alright, back here. Oh. We're back here. And just want to take a look at this. Okay. All right, so guess I'll start with the bottom. I'm just going to tighten it to the point where tighten them both at the same time. That way they're even, quote unquote even, because as you torque one down, the other moves as well. So yeah, this one got a lot easier to turn. This one's still torqued pretty hard, so I need to work on this one. Get this one torqued down. When it starts getting a little, feels like it's getting torqued, that's when I move over to the next one. So it's kind of, you have to work on both of them. You can't just torque one down and torque the other and then be finished. That's just my opinion. I'm not a bike mechanic, but I fix my own car, and just because you torque one in a row, you kind of have to, you know, go back and forth and torque them down. That's just me, though. What do I know? Right? What do I know? I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a regular guy who don't want to waste any more money than I have to, so learning how to do everything myself. Anyways. There you go. I don't want to strip the heads, so be careful. Just enough torque to get it down tight and slowly turn it. Don't want to bend the disc brake either, so I don't want to be kinking the disc brake in that particular part. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to cut the zip tie. And see here, let's get the scissors. It's a tight spot here. So, okay, let's cut that zip tie. There we go. Now let's see how everything is now. Okay. Okay, it looks really good. That squeak right there. You put the kickstand up. There's a little squeaking. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds really good, actually. So I'm going to put this back here. Let's go for a ride. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the mode on the camera here, and I gotta make a few adjustments. I got this gimbal so rigged up, it's kind of ridiculous, but it works. It works pretty darn good too. Okay, lower you down just a little bit. Okay, here. Okay, so I got you right where you want to. Let me adjust you down here to something like this, so you can kind of see my hands. I think you should be able to see my hands, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let me see, I'm on pedal assist 7. This is going to be... I got no batteries here, so that's the only issue that I have. So, anyways, let's just go. Okay, got it down to... Alright. Alright, oof. Alright, so let's ride this a little bit better. The front works really good. The back is still squeaking. I'm not sure what it is. All right, back to the shop. Let's have a look at it real quick. The other thing is, it could also just be too tight. I'm just going to walk it here. That's the other thing, is that it can also be too tight. My rear adjustment. So I may not have to do anything. It just could be a matter of adjusting this this part right here. That's, believe it or not, that's all it could be. So let's do that. The bottom piece, this bottom piece right here is what sets it. So you kind of have to, and then you can turn the whole thing. There you go. And that might be the other thing. It's too much. It's pulling too much on it, so that's why it's creating that squeaky noise. The only thing is that you have to pull a little bit harder, but okay. Could be brake dust too. It's right here. I'm looking at it as I'm going back and forth. I'm looking at the spacing in between the brake pads. Anyways, let's ride it one more time. I'm hoping the fact that I loosened it up here a little bit on the cable helped. So let's try again here. Hold on here. I'm making some adjustments to the gimbal. Alright. Alright. Ready to go, so let's try this again. At least it's not squeaking when I ride the bike, it's just squeaking when I pull the brake. Ooh, that's loud. Okay. And that wind isn't helping me. Back to the drawing board. Maybe it's too tight. Okay. Well, in that case, maybe it's too tight. Alright, so if that's the case, let's try one more time. And let's try one more time. Let's undo the bottom first. Okay, so let's try this again. Alright, so this time I don't have a tie, so I'm going to have to hold it right here. I'm going to gently pull it instead of pulling it hard. And get down here and try to do the bottom one first, and then do the top one. I'm not going to put on tight. Let's see if I keep it loose, it will keeping an eye on it while it's going. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back. My daughter is calling me, so I gotta pause. Okay everyone, I'm back. Alright, so okay, let's try this one more time. I can still hear it squeaking. Right there. Interesting. Anyways, let me go ahead and tighten these down. Probably tighten them down, holding the brake here. I do see some movement in the brake, but it shouldn't be causing anything. Let's loosen the brake again. I'm watching if the brake and the brake disc move when I pull it. I want those to be kind of straight, I'm assuming. Anyways. Okay, I don't hear squeaking anymore. One more time here. Let's try this again. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I hear the brakes scraping on the disc brakes. Ooh. I don't know if that's any better. Well, it's better than squeaking. Maybe I need more time on the rear brakes here. Or I could try one more time and try to fine-tune it. It's a little better. Let me try to fine-tune that. Let me try to fine-tune that. I think there's something to it. I just can't. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me fine-tune that one more time. Okay, let's loosen this again. All right. Sorry if this is boring, but well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do some middle ground work. Maybe the other thing is they don't have to be on that tight. Of course, I would assume it's tighter the better. So I'm grabbing the brakes as I'm torquing these down so they can move. Okay, that's torqued down. Okay, this is where I'm going to torque it down. And this is where I'm going to torque it down here. Just enough. Alright, let's have a look here. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll do that. Let's see how well that works. So tighten, hold on to the brake, tighten it down, let go of the brake, then torque it down, tighten the brake, tighten it down, torque it down, do stuff like that. Let's see here. I hope this works. Alright. Still getting squeaky noise. It may be just dirty. Well, I guess it's going to take time for the pads to even out. I guess I could try to clean the disc brakes, see if that would help. It's not that bad actually, going at higher speeds. It's not that bad at all. Like you say, I've heard worse. Alright, well, that's all I got. Maybe I'll do some more off camera, I don't know. But there you go. Adjusted the disc brake, the calipers anyway. Let me check again. Yeah, they're adjusted. They don't push or do anything to the caliper, so I think it's just a little dust. Maybe the disc brakes are a little dirty. You got things scraping onto it. I'm gonna give it more time. Anyways, boy, hopefully you all like this episode. That's how you adjust your calipers anyway. Feel free to like, dislike here. Yes, bad view. There we go. So feel free to like, dislike, or comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye.